The Big Library Adventure. In a quaint little town called Blossomville, where laughter was the soundtrack of life and the sun always seemed to shine a little brighter, there lived 4 inseparable friends: Sarah, Benny, Timmy, and Emma. They were known throughout the town as the Fantastic Four for their insatiable curiosity, their love for laughter, and their unbreakable friendship. One sunny morning, as the friends wandered through their charming town, they stumbled upon a magnificent building that stood tall and proud. It was the Blossomville Library, a place that had been whispered about in hushed tones of wonder and awe. The library was a massive, ancient structure with towering shelves that seemed to touch the sky. It was a place where knowledge lay in abundance and stories waited to be discovered. The friends felt a mixture of excitement and nervousness as they stood before its grand entrance, for none of them had ever set foot in a library before. Just as they hesitated at the threshold, unsure of what to expect, a friendly voice beckoned to them. It was Mrs. Bloomington, the librarian, a gentle lady with spectacles perched atop her nose and a warm smile that instantly put them at ease. "Welcome, dear children," she greeted them with kindness. "What brings you to the Blossomville Library today?" The friends exchanged glances and finally, it was Timmy, the class clown, who spoke up. "We've heard so much about libraries, but we've never been inside one. Can you teach us everything there is to know about libraries?" Mrs. Bloomington's eyes twinkled with delight. "Of course, I can. Follow me." And so, their extraordinary library adventure began. Mrs. Bloomington led them through the labyrinthine shelves, explaining the different sections of the library. In Adventure Alley, they encountered tales of daring explorers, courageous knights, and thrilling treasure hunts. Benny, the inventor, was particularly drawn to stories of creative inventors and scientists who had changed the world. In the fantasy forest, they found themselves transported to magical realms inhabited by dragons, fairies, and talking animals. Emma, the talented artist of the group, was captivated by the vivid descriptions and began to imagine these wondrous worlds in her mind. The science spectrum section opened up the wonders of the universe, from the tiniest particles to the vastness of the cosmos. Timmy, the lover of laughter and fun, was especially taken with science books that explained complex concepts in a humorous and easily digestible way. In History Haven, they journeyed through time, visiting ancient civilizations, witnessing world-changing events, and learning about remarkable individuals. Sarah, the natural leader of the group, was inspired by the stories of people who had overcome incredible challenges to realize their dreams. After hours of exploration, they gathered in a cozy corner of the library, their minds buzzing with ideas and dreams. Mrs. Bloomington noticed their excitement and offered them some words of wisdom. "The library is not just a place to read, but a place to embark on endless adventures without ever leaving your seat. Books are not just pages. They are the keys to knowledge, the gateways to imagination, and the companions that will accompany you throughout your life." The friends, inspired by her words, eagerly chose books that captured their interests. They promised to return the books once they were done, a promise they knew they would keep. Over the following weeks, they delved deep into the magical world of books. They were inspired by the lives of the characters they met, motivated by the challenges they faced, and delighted by the humor they found in the pages of their books. One day, Timmy discovered a book about the world's funniest comedians. Inspired, he decided to create a comedy show with his friends, and soon the entire town was rolling with laughter. Benny, influenced by stories of great inventors, started tinkering with new gadgets and gizmos, turning his garage into a mini inventor's workshop. Emma, who had been transported to magical worlds through her reading, began illustrating her own stories and sharing them with the kids in town. Sarah, inspired by tales of remarkable leaders, organized a community cleanup initiative, demonstrating the leadership qualities she had read about. The kids realized that the library had not only introduced them to the world of books, but had also unlocked their potential. They discovered that every book was a doorway to new ideas, new adventures, and new opportunities. The extraordinary library expedition had become the catalyst for their growth and success, and they couldn't wait to explore the next chapter of their lives. The library had not only enriched their minds, but it also shown them that with knowledge, determination, and a touch of humor, they could achieve anything. And so the four friends continued to visit the Blossomville Library, always ready for the next adventure that awaited them in the pages of a book. With each visit, their laughter grew, their knowledge expanded, and their dreams became bigger and more ambitious. The library was not just a place to read. It was a place to dream, to laugh, and to transform their lives. It was a place where their adventures were limited only by their imagination, and it was a place where they discovered that the true magic of the library was the magic of their own potential. As they left the library one day, they glanced back at the magnificent building and knew that they would return again and again. For the library was a place that held the keys to the most extraordinary adventures of all, the adventures of the mind. And with that, they headed home, eager for the endless journeys that awaited them in the world of books. And so, the story of Sarah, Benny, Timmy, and Emma continues, filled with laughter, inspiration, and the magic of the Blossomville Library. Their extraordinary library expedition had shown them that the world was a vast, wondrous place, and the pages of a book were their gateway to it all.